One day to the next, Hollywood has been flipped inside out, allowing the world to see what really takes place behind the glitz and glamour. So many people idolize celebrities thinking they were these great otherworldly humans, but it turned out that they were all just monsters doing things the fans wouldn't even imagine. This month alone, not only has Fat Joe been exposed for being like Diddy, which we'll be getting into in this video later, but we also saw Tyler Perry get exposed for being like Diddy too. Now, the new celebrity name being exposed is someone very close to Diddy, his own son Justin Combs, who has now earned himself the title of Diddy Jr. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Justin Combs' new disturbing lawsuit, and we will also get into the Fat Joe lawsuit. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my Patreon members know I am working on an important video about the Iran situation and why it's happening now. That video is coming out mid next week. It would have came out this week, but I had to take a trip for research for another video I'm working on. When I get back home in a few days, I will finish that video and put it out immediately. So if you're one of my members, you can expect that video soon. If you're not a member, what are you waiting for? Join the truth movement and help me spread the truth. Becoming a Patreon member is only $3 a month, and it not only further helps me produce this content and spread the truth, but you will also get exclusive monthly videos and get access to over 46 exclusive videos that can't go up on YouTube. So if you're looking for a way to further support the movement, this is the best way. If you would like to join, you can find the link in the description or in the comment section. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. Over the last 2 years, we have been seeing celebrity lawsuits after celebrity lawsuits. So many of the most disturbing allegations imaginable have been made against these celebrities. Now, to most people, these accusations seem unbelievable, but for those who understand how the industry truly works, this wasn't shocking at all, this was expected. What the world is starting to realize is that those celebrities these people idolize so much are sick monsters who have no soul, and these allegations being made against them further proves this. Diddy, who everyone once loved so much, turned out to be one of the biggest monsters in the industry. While it seemed he was the biggest personality in hip-hop, it turned out he was the biggest predator too. A man who was allowed to take advantage of so many people and no one did a thing. I have always wondered if Diddy's family was aware of Diddy's sick behavior. I thought to myself they must have known. It's impossible for them to have not known. Well, now I finally got my answer, as one of Diddy's sons was just exposed, and it turns out they definitely knew about Diddy's behavior, as he's just like his daddy. Justin Combs was just exposed in a lawsuit that was filed yesterday. In the lawsuit, Justin is accused of orchestrating a gang R-wording of an inspiring artist. According to the lawsuit, a woman only identifying herself as Jane Doe was contacted by Justin Combs on Snapchat. She claimed that after talking to him for a while, she sent him a risque picture of herself. She told Justin that she wanted a job in the industry. This is when Justin allegedly offered her an opportunity to work on Revolt TV, offering to fly her out to LA so they can talk about this opportunity. On April 14, 2017, she took a flight from Louisiana to LA. When she arrived, she claimed she had hung out with Justin for 2 days, when on the third day is where everything took a turn for the worse. He began giving her substances, and then she claims that out of nowhere, 3 masked men walked in wearing masquerade masks. She states that she was able to identify one of the men as Diddy because of his body structure and because Justin called them Pops a few times. She also claims that after the men arrived, they instructed her to go to a bedroom where they told her she better let this happen. This is when she claims that all 3 men began R-wording her, claiming that she was then held hostage for the rest of the week. Eventually, she was taken back to the airport and let go. The Jane Doe then claims that Justin promised her the position on Revolt, but it never happened. Instead, she was threatened to stay quiet or they would release her photos out to the world. The woman is now suing Justin Combs, Diddy, and Diddy's Bad Boy Company. Like with all the other allegations, Diddy's lawyer denies any of it ever happened. Now, once upon a time, this lawsuit would have been looked at as a fabricated money grab accusation. But after what has been exposed about Diddy, people don't know what to believe. Anything is possible when it comes to Diddy, which is very clear at this point. As insane as these accusations sound, this is what the industry has done since the beginning. Do you know just how many actresses have slept their way into Hollywood, hooking up with powerful industry men for an opportunity? Do you know just how many women, men, and children have been taken advantage of by industry executives? This is normal in the industry. They invite you to party with them or to work for them, all so they can take advantage of you. Just like we recently saw with Tyler Perry in his lawsuit. I recently just covered the Tyler Perry lawsuit, and it was extremely disturbing. We can clearly see a pattern of behavior here. In the lawsuit, it was revealed that Tyler Perry liked the man who was working for an event company he met at one of his parties. So what he did was invite the man to work for his TV show, also he can try to force him to hook up with him. This is normal in Hollywood. It might sound like the plot of a bad movie, but it's really what happens behind the scenes. The industry wants to take away your dignity and force you to sell out. What better way to do that than to make people surrender themselves to you whether they want to or not? That is not only how they break them physically, but spiritually as well. They allow themselves to be taken advantage of for an opportunity. If this lawsuit is true, it proves that Justin Combs is just like his daddy. There are already rumors about Diddy's mother knowing about his behavior and even participating in it herself. But now it's pretty clear the kids know about it too. They are all enabling Diddy's behavior. They're all participating in it. This is not surprising, as we know these Masons love to groom their children from early on. Remember, Masons have organizations like the Demole and Rainbow Girls, which are two Masonic youth programs created with the goal of grooming young kids to become Masons when they're older. Justin and the rest of the Combs kids are all being groomed to operate in the system, just like Kanye's kids too, as Kanye just released a whole album with Christian Combs where his daughter Northwest featured on the song named Lonely Roads. This shows you how these kids are all being groomed. The song is literally occult riddles that talks about enlightenment, will, and the credo of Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt. Northwest opened the song by singing, "Do everything I want. It is the key to life." This line refers to "do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Do what thou wilt basically translates to do what you will or do whatever you want. The very next line she raps, "When you see me shining, then you see the light." Again, this is a reference to occult enlightenment. These industry occultists refer to enlightenment and being enlightened to see in the light of the light bearer Lucifer. I know some of you might think I'm looking too deep into this, but this is what these celebrities are all about. They have been put into this occult lifestyle since childhood. They're all thrown into this occult life and groomed into being puppets for the elite. Kanye and Kim were doing these strange rituals with Diddy. Their children were exposed to this, and sadly, this is who they are today. It's like that with all the celebrities in Hollywood. They are all groomed. Look at Will Smith's kids. You can see the industry did a number on them too. The industry grooms all of these children. They are raised in this occult world where they learn this evil early on. One thing people are finally noticing is that Diddy isn't the only man in Hollywood doing these strange rituals. So many people have been exposed for being into these sex magic rituals. Vince McMahon got exposed for hosting the WWE Freak-Offs last year. He hired a woman just to use her for his freak-offs, literally going number 2 on the woman during one of the freak-offs. The former CEO of Abercrombie also got exposed for having freak-offs with the models for the company. Now the latest person exposed for having freak-offs is fatjoe. fatjoe is now being hit with Diddy-like allegations, being sued by a former employee of his who worked for him as a hype man and songwriter for many years. The former hype man is alleging that fatjoe made him participate in several intimate acts in front of him while he filmed it. This is very similar to what Diddy is being accused of. The hype man is also accusing fatjoe of S-trafficking, claiming he flew out underage girls that he hooked up with, even saying that fatjoe allegedly paid for the girls to get their body done. The man also claims that fatjoe made him participate in strange, humiliating acts for fatjoe's entertainment. Again, another man in Hollywood is accused of the very same behavior. You think it's a coincidence? It's not. All of these people are deep into the occult. Now I want to know if you guys want me to do a full deep dive into the fatjoe lawsuit. If you want to see that, comment fatjoe below. People don't believe in magic. The thing is, magic is not what they show on TV. These occultists participate in sex magic. That's what Diddy and all these other sellouts are doing. I have plenty of videos explaining this on my channel and really deep dives on it on my Patreon. Once you understand this, you understand all the sick behavior of the industry. You'll understand why Hollywood overly sexualizes everything. It's all because of what they believe in. Fat Joe has similar accusations because he is involved in the same occult lifestyle. So is every other sellout in the industry. That is a part of making it to the very top. Now that people are seeing what those in Hollywood are up to, it's important we step back from supporting these people. We have to let Hollywood die and burn. No longer should people idolize these monsters. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.